A few days have passed and the engines were in the sheds after an exhausting day. They were going to rest when all of a sudden they heard a familiar whistle. They looked at what was in front of them and they couldn't believe their eyes. It was Sir Handel, backing up towards the sheds with a big smile on his face.
Hello everyone. How were things while I was gone?
The engine stayed silent and weren't sure what to say because his return was so out of nowhere. It wasn't until Duke said something.
It's great to see you again, Falcon. How was going to the Talyllyn Railway?
Oh, it's been wonderful. There's this one thing I want to talk to you about while I was up there, when we have the time.
Well, we're all done working for the day, and it's only 6 in the evening, so I'm sure we have plenty of time to hear your true story, so tell us, what happened up here?
Well, a special train was needing to be pulled. My crew didn't say who was going to be on the train. All they said was that the train was for a prince and princess.
What was it like pulling it, though?
Actually, I didn't pull it. I was there to be a backup engine in case something happened. But I did meet someone special. If I remember correctly, his name was Wilbert Audrey.
Wilbert Audrey? I know that guy. He's the one who's been writing books about us. I met him after I was rescued from that old shed.
Then I guess that explains a lot about what everyone's been talking about, the books that made the island more popular. Anyway, I was able to pull a wedding train one time, except it was raining that day, so I was completely soaked. The next morning, I had to bring those coaches back very early so they could be used again by another engine.
You think the rain was bad enough? I made an idiotic move to think I can go through a pile of branches, and they got stuck under me.
Oh, well, let me tell you about what happened a week ago before it was time for me to come back to Sodor. It was a wet day on the railway. It rained like crazy overnight, and I didn't want to come out, but I had no choice but to take another train to pull. So I took a deep breath and puffed out of the sheds. Thankfully, the train wasn't so heavy and kind of felt empty. Everything was running nicely until we were really close to the station. I was going through a tight curve and the rails were wet, so I wasn't able to slow down right away wherever I needed to. Before I realized it, there was a tree right around the curve, and I didn't see it until it was too late. I would say that nobody got hurt, but it was the opposite this time. One of the branches actually poked me right in the eye, and let me tell you, it hurted like someone poked me in the behind with a pitchfork. A crane had to get the tree out of the way, and another engine had to take the train. I went back to the sheds, and my crew took a look at my eye. It wasn't completely damaged, just pure red. They knew that I shouldn't look through the painful eye for a few days, so they put an eye patch on me and some bandages around it as well. I knew I looked very silly. The other engines couldn't help but laugh at me and said that I looked like a pirate. But just a few days ago, my eye was completely healed and I didn't need to wear that stupid patch anymore.
So, did they ruin everything for the rest of your journey on the railway?
Oh no, I continued having a blast up while it lasted up till it was time for me to go. I don't know about you, but that was the best trip I've ever had, and I hope I can do it again in the future.
The engines were happy for Sir Handel about his trip and heard about his adventures on the railway. Skarloey had a question, though, and asked him about it.
While you're there, do you get the chance to see my long-lost twin, Talyllyn?
I sure did. Remember when I said that another engine took the train after the tree event? That was him. And he was one of the other engines who was at the sheds as well.
Skarloey was very happy to hear that. and the agents all agreed that Sir Handel was the credit to the narrow gauge railway by going to the Talyllyn railway.